Hi, I'm Eric Bowling in for Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Let's get straight to our top story. Donald Trump's immigration plan. The Republican nominee announcing he'll deliver a major speech on illegal immigration set for Wednesday in Arizona. With an increasing number of questions about his stance on deportation, his campaign is delivering an outline for what may be ahead.
First, there is still no amnesty. Secondly, he's building that wall. That has been the centerpiece of his candidacy and his immigration vision from the beginning, and it has not changed 1 inch. Third, we have to end these sanctuary cities. He has said that if you want to be here legally, you have to apply to be here legally. We all learned in kindergarten to stand in line and wait our turn. And he is not talking about a deportation force, but he is talking about being fair and humane, but also being fair to the American workers who are competing for jobs, being fair to all of us who want secure borders and want the law enforced.
Joining us now from Dallas with reaction, Katrina Pierson, national spokesperson for the Trump campaign. Katrina, let's start with that immigration plan. I hear that. I hear no amnesty. I hear build the wall. Let's zone in on that deportation. No deportation force, but will he suggest the 11 or 12 million leave and come back?
Absolutely. That part of the policy has not changed, just not using those same words. Those words actually came from a journalist that sort of carried into Mr. Trump's policies. He absolutely wants illegal aliens to leave the country and get in line, as you heard Kellyanne Conway just state. We have to secure the border. This is not just about immigration. This is about human trafficking. This is about drug trafficking. These are things that affect American citizens on a daily basis. And we have to enforce current laws on the book. And we have ICE, Eric. That is the current deportation force that we have in the United States. And we have to give them the ability to do their job efficiently and effectively. Ending sanctuary cities is going to be key, and having a functional E-Verify system to make sure that Americans are getting the jobs in this country. By the time we complete those 4 stages of Mr. Trump's plan, there's not going to be 11 million people in this country illegally. And once we get to that point, Mr. Trump is going to lay out on Wednesday what he wants to do with those 11 million or less who are going to be here by that point.
Yeah, Katrina, you know what's interesting to me is President Obama has prided himself on deportations for the last 8 years. In fact, he calls himself the president who's deported more illegals than any other president. I think the number is almost 3 million deportations under President Obama. Yet, the left will point the finger at Donald Trump saying that's cruel.
Well, and that's because it's a Republican saying those things. And the one thing that you won't see under a President Trump that we currently see under President Obama and the Obama-Clinton administration is that he will not be releasing criminal aliens back into the population. That would be an automatic deportation. Mr. Trump wants to prioritize this process. And of course, we can't get all of this done in the first day of office. This is going to be a process, and Mr. Trump wants to outline his priorities. Because at the end of the day in November, you have 2 choices. You have a candidate that wants to crack down on border security, get criminal illegal aliens out of the country, and focus on putting American families first. Or you can have Hillary Clinton, someone that in the first 100 days of her office wants to give amnesty, someone that's not even concerned with the borders in this country.
Katrina, last question on the immigration topic. Something that's an issue that's near and dear to this show right here, sanctuary cities. Now, will Mr. Trump recommend no sanctuary cities in the United States?
Oh, absolutely. We absolutely have to get rid of sanctuary cities. You know, I'm here in Texas, Eric, and this is something that we've been talking about for a very long time. It hurts American families, and Mr. Trump wants to make America safe again as well as great again, and that is going to be one of the most critical steps, is to end those sanctuary cities.
Okay, let's turn the topic to the Chicago tweets. Over the weekend, Dwayne Wade's cousin, Nakia Aldridge, was murdered. She was shot bringing her child after signing up for school. Mr. Trump tweeted, and he's getting a little bit of heat for the tweet, that the African, here's his tweet right here. Dwayne Wade's cousin was just shot and killed walking her baby in Chicago, but what I have been saying all along, African Americans will vote Trump. Now, the issue being that he tweeted that first and then tweeted condolences afterwards. So what is this all about? Is this a timing issue, or is this politics?
Well, it's a timing issue. And look, this is not the first time Mr. Trump has pointed out senseless violence in a community like Chicago. This has been an ongoing discussion that he's had for a very long time. And even though we have a lot of people in the media and the talking heads out there saying that Mr. Trump hasn't made an attempt to go into these communities, he went to that community in March during the primary. Mr. Trump is very concerned with communities like Chicago and Baltimore and Maryland simply because they have no voice. And Mr. Trump is the first Republican candidate in a very long time to ask for a chance to be that voice for them, and that's what this was about.
Okay, so some of the pushback has been that Mr. Trump will make these this outreach to the African American community, the minority communities, Hispanic communities, but he'll do it in front of a white audience. Will that change going forward?
Well, that will absolutely change. And, you know, again, I'll push back on that because Mr. Trump made an attempt to go to Chicago. He spoke at the Black Chamber of Commerce in South Carolina. He's met with black pastors organizations. A black church just endorsed him last month. So this is not brand new to Mr. Trump. It's just brand new to the media. Okay,
and the last topic I want to get to is Huma Abedin announced today that she was leaving her husband, Anthony Weiner. Now, we know the history of Anthony Weiner. He's had trouble. He's been sexting. He's been caught sexting and whatnot. Now, Huma says they're breaking up. But Mr. Trump issued a statement on this. What is he saying? What's his stance on Huma Abedin?
Oh, well, he just wished her well, mainly, but his concern was asking the question, you know, is this the type of judgment Hillary Clinton would have to allow someone with this type of access, someone like Anthony Weiner in his statement? He was simply just asking the question, simply because we do know that Huma Abedin was one of the individuals that had a dual role at the State Department as well as the Clinton Foundation that was handling some of this sensitive information, and he was very concerned about who else's hands that might have ended up in.
So is he concerned, was he concerned, and is he still concerned that going forward Huma Abedin having access to the security briefings that he as well is seeing, I guess, starting now?
Well, that's why he included the question mark. These are things that we don't know. We also know that thousands more emails have been surfaced, and we're going to find out a little bit more. But Hillary Clinton has been in hiding 266 days without a press conference, and she won't answer any of these questions. So these are just things we don't know, which is exactly why Mr. Trump included that question mark.
All right, Katrina, thank you very much.